Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. This video will describe the databases and fundraising guides that I have available on the website, and now you can actually access all these databases by going to my Etsy page. The description will be on the bottom of the video, and it's easy for you if you're looking for investor databases and fundraising databases. This is the best place to find them. So this database and the databases included in my Etsy shop are available for professional groups only and is not for resale. Key database disclosure. The databases include hundreds of thousands of global contacts with a mix of LinkedIn profiles, emails, and websites. However, not all contacts contain all three details. The majority of the databases were created and updated between 2021 and 2024, but as a corporate database, it may include contacts whose roles have changed due to moves, retirements, or other factors. So the key takeaway is it needs to be updated, and you should not consider any database 100% updated. So this is a master database of global contacts, ideal as a foundation for organizations with dedicated business developments and data teams to maintain and update as needed. While comprehensive, the database serves best as a starting point for targeted outreach and requires ongoing refinement to ensure maximum accuracy and relevance. Key point to keep in mind as well is the collection of databases that I have is considered the largest in the world. I've been told by investment bank in the UAE and a private equity group in the UK that have said that the databases that I have are a collection that basically no one else has, and it's taken me a few years to collect and compile them. So let's start to go through them now. So U.S. Seed Capital Investors Database, Venture Capital Investors List. These are high net worth contacts that provide capital to startups and invest in businesses throughout the world. This database has 500 key seed investor and fundraising contacts. The next is the USA Seed Capital Investors Database, which includes venture capital investors. These are high net worth contacts that provide capital to startups and invest in businesses throughout the world, and that database has 500 key seed investor and fundraising contacts. Next on the list is a crypto venture capital investor startup database, and so these are again high net worth contacts that provide capital to startups in the crypto blockchain sector and invest in businesses throughout the world. This is the larger database, is 4,000 key investor and fundraising contacts. Next is a actual startup funding financial valuation model. In addition to some of my databases, I have some key financial models. So in this case, you can streamline your project or startup with this financial planning, a comprehensive financial and valuation model. It's designed to address unique needs of startups, industrial ventures, and residential projects. These are all digital downloads, everything that you're seeing in this video, and this includes this, which is a functionable Excel workbook. A particular model like this probably would take you probably 4 or 5 hours minimum just to start off with. I have some more detailed models that are coming up. This is the real estate financial model. This is a residential apartment financial model. Take your real estate investment to the next level with this comprehensive real estate financial model. It's designed specifically for residential apartment projects. This one here is a little over 300 apartments. Whether you're a developer, investor, or consultant, this off-the-shelf Excel model provides the tools you need to confidently analyze, forecast, and present your project. This database was used to fundraise. Probably a 10 to 20 hours have been put into it by the person that created it for me for another fundraising venture that we had for a different client. I've also got a really great guide to starting a business in Dubai. So again, from visa requirements and legal matters to the business registration process, banking and finance, and more, this guide covers every aspect of starting a business in Dubai. I personally created this. for a corporate client who wanted to offer this to people starting businesses in Dubai. I think it's one of a kind. I don't think there's anything else out there. So that by the time you finish reading this guide, you'll have a clear understanding of the steps involved in setting up a business in Dubai, the costs involved, the legal and regulatory requirements, and the key factors that contribute to the success of your business. This is a USA private equity investor database, pretty large one at that. These are high net worth contacts that provide capital to startups and invest in businesses throughout the world. This database has 7,000 key investor and fundraising contacts. This is an angel investor group database. So angel groups are just groups of angel investors, so they're more organized. This is a global list, and there's 800 key angel investor and fundraising group contacts in it. I also have one specifically for US that we can look at later on. This is a fintech venture capital startup investors database. So this particularly includes only fintech investors, but it also includes a mix of private equity and angel investors, high net worth contacts that invest in the fintech sector, and there's about 7,000 contacts in this. This is a real estate investment funds database, another popular one. This updated database includes a unique list of institutional real estate investment funds and investors. Again, it's institutional, not private. Now, this is a corporate database and not for individuals. So these are not for people looking to acquire real estate. This is for corporations looking. Now, these are high net worth contacts in those sectors, and it's 175 key investor and fundraising contacts. So ideally, if you've got a project that's $25, $50 million and up, this is really what you should be looking at to approach them with. SAS Angel Investor Database. This is 2,500 key investor and fundraising contacts in that sector. Health and Wellness Venture Capital. This is 1,600 key investor and fundraising contacts. This is a hedge fund investor database. So this is the updated database, includes a unique list of global hedge funds investors. So this is high net worth contacts, 750 of them. EdTech, this is a smaller list, 150 key investor and fundraising contacts. Digital Media Venture Capital Startup Investors Database, so this includes 200 key investors. This is a database in the e-commerce sector, and it's venture capital startup fundraising, high net worth investors, 1,200 included in this database. Information Technology, again, venture capital startup investors, a little larger, has around 1,700 key contacts. This is a guide which also comes with a list of key contacts. I created this as well for a client in Dubai. I don't think there's anything like this. It's comprehensive private equity and funding groups, including 140 key firms. Now I have another database that is similar, but this is a guide and it's a little more extensive, but this is the most up-to-date resource for looking at key companies in Dubai in the investment sector, mostly in Dubai. This is another venture capital investor database, but this is a larger one with 50,000 corporate venture capital, private equity, angel groups, high net worth contacts. Some of my lists are smaller niche. This is more across the board venture capital, and it's a global list. This is a UK and Europe venture capital investors startup fundraising database. Has 2,000 key investors throughout the UK and Europe. This is a smaller database. This is a mobile app venture capital and angel group list, 300 key investors. This is the ultimate guide to real estate fundraising and due diligence. This is a guide that I created. It is quite large. It has over 150 pages and includes not only fundraising but extensive real estate investor corporate due diligence, document. So it's going to go step by step with everything you need to do if you're looking to raise capital. And you need something that's going to help you with all the DD. So it's really practical, real-world examples, and it's a fantastic resource for you if you're looking for something that includes both the fundraising and the DD side. This is another large USA-based venture capital startup capital investor. So basically it's a catch-all for everybody in the USA in regard to the VC side. It has 75,000 key investor and fundraising contacts. It's more of a niche one. This is an India venture capital list, updated at the end of 2023, 450 key fundraising contacts throughout India. This is a very, very key angel investors database. I don't think there's anything like it in the world. It has 35,000 global angel investors. It's best suited for people looking in the smaller range, 25 to 100,000 in startup capital. Fully updated in March of 2023. And this is a LinkedIn contact database. Again, 35,000 contacts. This is a business plan Excel toolkit. This is something that I acquired, and it's perfect if you're looking to do the basic financials for your startup. Best Excel template that I've ever been able to find. Easy to use, step-by-step help in it, and it's perfect for Excel beginners. You do not need to be an expert to use that to create the graphs and the charts needed for your pitch deck. This is a tech investor venture capital database for startup fundraising. This updated database includes a unique list of tech sector, venture capital, and private equity database. So this is really something if somebody's on the tech side and looking to raise capital in for their venture. It's got 4,000 key tech investor and fundraising contacts. This is more of a niche one. This is Machine Learning Venture Capital Startup Investors Database, and it has 300 key investors. This is a guide to investing in hedge funds. This is a comprehensive guide that I created to help somebody who wants to get into hedge funds, whether you're a seasoned investor or looking to expand your portfolio, or someone new to the investment landscape. This guide is really going to help you, equip you with all the information you know to make the right decisions and navigate the complexities of private hedge funds. Guide to raising startup capital in 2024 or 2025 or beyond. I compiled this guide. It's 160 pages, and the key thing is it also has some great contacts, but it is a step-by-step guide to raising capital. Especially if you're doing it on the startup level. It helps founders and entrepreneurs navigate the fundraising process. I have this particular guide listed on a number of platforms, and in the last 2 years I've had over 500 sales of this, and almost everybody says it's the first place that they've found document they've ever found that has absolutely everything into it, so you no longer have to search for anything having to do with raising capital for your startup. This is probably the largest investment bank database, and this is USA based. So this is really going to help you save a lot of time. It also has a lot of key contacts in it as well, 1,700 key investor and fundraising contacts. This is a very popular database. It is a AI, artificial intelligence investors database. So this is startup investors. Basically, it has everything under the venture capital, private equity, and angel investors who look at the AI sector. It has 2,000 key investor and fundraising contacts. This is a very custom database that includes a lot of what you've seen earlier. It's specially packaged. It's a list of global venture capital, private equity, angel investors, hedge funds, investment banks, family investment offices, and more. Absolutely everything in the financial sector, and these are high net worth contacts that provide capital in startups to invest in businesses. There's no other database like this in the world. I've been told this by many people. It is for institutional groups only. It's not for the public or somebody just to say, hey, I'd like to buy that database. You have to show that you are corporate or an institutional company. And this database has over 250,000 plus fundraising contacts. It should be called the world's largest and greatest investor database. This is a niche project I worked on for a Dubai real estate company, and it's marketing prompts for SMS and WhatsApp emails, and it also comes with a lot of the contacts. So basically this is for Dubai real estate agents who want to get ahead of the other 7,500 agents in Dubai, most of them who do not use really good marketing tools. This is a toolkit, and at the end of it you'll say, why did my manager not provide me with this tool? This is probably one of the most asked for investor databases. This is exclusively something through my resources and the information I have collected over a number of years. It's 60,000 Dubai high net worth investors. It's been updated for 2025. So if you're looking to access high net worth investors in Dubai, this is a really probably a world-class list. It's exclusive. I created it over the past 5 years. It includes 60,000 contacts if you're looking to raise capital. It's updated from the 2024 list, so I've added about 20,000 contacts from the previous version. This is a niche list, a China venture capital startup investors database, 1,000 key contacts. This is a small list, Australia, niche venture capital startup funding, 250 contacts. This is a great list if you're looking to penetrate Asia. This is a startup fundraising investor database, so it's going to cover most of the countries in Asia. Singapore and Hong Kong are also included in this. You're looking at venture capital, private equity, 1,800 key investor and fundraising contacts. This is the Middle East Venture Capital Startup Fundraising database, and it also includes key investment companies. Most of these are going to be in the UAE, Dubai, and Saudi specifically. Now, this is a database that I created, so it's not been acquired by anybody. I copied this. It probably took me around 3 years. There is no other database like this of top Middle East and the GCC specifically. High net worth contacts, lots of added information on this, sector interest, and has over 500 key investor and fundraising contacts. Probably, without a doubt, the most advanced database of what I would call corporate or institutional groups in the Middle East. This is Canada Venture Capital Startup Investor Database. So this is again, smaller list, 450 key investor and fundraising contacts. And this is Germany list, 1,900 key contacts. So that rounds off the packages that I have. So who is this database suited for, at least in the database side? Ideally for investors, fund managers, financial institutions, professional capital raisers, and wealth advisors in venture capital, private equity, and asset management. It's perfect for identifying opportunities across entrepreneurship programs, strategic acquisitions, and global startup fundraising initiatives. Obviously, you can tell that it's a professional database. So get started today. If you're ready to evaluate your fundraising and business development, visit the website details in the description below for more information on how to purchase these databases today.